All right. Welcome back to episode 23, Link in Bio, and a show that showcases Vegas culture, small businesses, and everything in between. Today, we have a great special guest. How are you?
Hey, what's up?
So before we get started, go ahead and grab this. Look at this camera, and then you're going to name the title.
What's the name of the title?
Whatever you want to name it.
My nails look effed up. Let me just... Me continues.
Me continues. Ooh, why that title?
It's a sneak peek.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it a new music video coming out, or?
A new project. New project next year.
Can we get a little detail about it?
Well, it's entitled That Was That Me Continues. That's the name of my new project, my new EP album. And I've honestly been, it came to me, like that title came to me like an epiphany. It actually came to me like through a television show I was watching.
What's the show?
Shit, I feel like it was like Gilmore Girls or some shit. Like,
Ooh,
I
that's
was
a classic
like,
right
I was
there.
like watching like classic shit, but it just came to me like, okay, like I liked when it was like a female that said it, so I'm like, okay, do that, you know. And it kind of like honestly summarizes like everything I've been through this year, like personally and shit like that with my music. And I was like, yeah,
Super excited for that.
Continue.
Are you gonna? Is it like you gonna do anything like the project in Vegas and New York?
To be honest, it's a good question because I have been thinking about going back to New York to like record, like you know, like music videos out there because I do have connects back in New York because I want people to know like I'm not from here.
Right.
Obviously, when people hear my voice, they're like, no, you're not from here.
New York, for sure.
Yeah, so I definitely want to bring those roots back. Like, I do want to go back there and do a little something
That's
again.
crazy.
Yeah.
A few days ago, we had a robot highway came out. He came. He hit me with short notice, and he's from New York too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was pretty intense. It's like the whole creative scene is the opposite from here.
Yeah.
It was pretty amazing. It's just like, yeah, man, when you guys come out there, it's just like you're gonna be blown away. New York I'm pretty sure there's a different vibe. Just how like the strip, like I'm tired. I hate going in the strip, and I'm pretty sure maybe you hate going like what, Town Square? Big
Yeah,
Apple?
Times Square, like, cause I'm from Long Island.
Uh-huh.
If a lot of people don't know, so like I live in the suburbs, so it's totally different. I'm like an hour away from the city. Yeah. Now, if I take like the LIRR, which is the Long Island Railroad, like to the city and shit, it's a whole different transformation. But it's like, damn, like once you're in the city, it's like, oh my god, so much to do. Like it's really a vibe. But then it's like, okay, can we go home? Because that's how I feel.
Like within 5 minutes, okay,
Yeah.
done, get out,
Yeah,
move on to the next one. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. What made you become an artist? Like, what inspired you to become it?
To be honest, I mean, I've been singing. A lot of people say, "Oh, I've been singing since I was a kid," but I've been singing since as long as I can remember. Like my mom said, I used to like hum while I ate like a piece of chicken. Like that's like crazy shit. You know, like she always said like I would like sing to myself, like and go to a corner and sing to myself and stuff like that. So it just came like instantly for me. Like my mom, like she grew me up on like heavy like old school music, like Anita Baker, Aretha, Celine Dion, you know. So I honestly, like it just stuck to me. And then I joined the choir, like my church choir when I was only 6 years old. My mom just threw me in there. And then I did like, talent shows and plays like in school, high school and stuff like that.
So most of the time you just really like self-taught.
Yeah.
And you just really keep on practicing and do
a
lot of talent shows.
I wanted to do like voice lessons. And I feel like when I was in school, like that helped me because like my choir teacher at the time, like he gave me little lessons on the side, like after school, but I had to like teach myself to honestly like find my voice.
And you found your voice.
To be honest, at this time, I could say that I have. That's because before I was like, what the fuck is going on?
You were just trying to wing it, just trying to find it.
I was trying to like just honestly test myself, especially with my first project.
Oh, that's so cool. That's
Yeah.
super like amazing. Just
Yeah.
like the journey of you trying to, hey, I think I want to be a singer.
Yeah, I always knew I wanted to be a singer. Like, I told my mom, like, I wanted to be a fucking librarian.
What? A librarian?
Yeah, because I loved books. Like,
Okay.
I love reading books.
Ooh,
And,
what's your top three books?
Right now, well, A Place for Everyone is like a short novel book that I read when I was a kid. There's another novel or book that I'm reading. Damn, I don't know what it's called, but I'm reading it currently. And then I like Lauren Conrad. Like I fucks with her books that I used to read back in the day.
Crazy. You want to be? Hey, mom, I want to be a librarian.
Yeah,
that's something you don't hear every day.
And then I wanted to go to. I did want to go to law school.
Okay.
Like I wanted to do law school. And then after I graduated high school, I'm like, okay, like I want to do broadcast journalism because I wanted to be like, behind the screen.
Scenes,
Yeah.
all that. And how was that? Like, you had to like work your way up there, or to move on to the next? I guess I don't know. In front of the camera.
Yeah.
Per se?
Like I had to like learn like how to navigate like cameras and stuff like that before I like went on screen. But then I was like, no, I don't want to do journalism. I want to do production. I want to do radio. And then like that trolled back into music because at one point I honestly wanted to give up on doing music.
What? Why?
Yeah. Okay, so this is like true stories. So when I was 17 back in New York, I auditioned for The Voice. Yeah.
Okay.
And my mom, like, she took me to Manhattan. It was just me and her. And I was very, like, oh my gosh, like, it's just so, like, and this happened during Hurricane Sandy, like, back in New York around that time. And it was just really difficult. Mm-hmm. So we went there and I remember we was like in a big ass room. There was like a lot of people, like a lot of contestants and stuff like that auditioning. And they broke us up into like certain groups. And then we went into rooms with those groups. And then we started like one by one auditioning. So then I auditioned, I sang my little song, and then none of us made it.
What?
And then I felt like so discouraged. I'm like,
What number were you?
I don't know. It was like 8 people, including me, in our group. So like we all sat in like a chair, like in a circle, like in a chair. And then like there was one of the producers or whatever, like they were in there with us and they were like, okay, you next.
Oh, so you literally like a little alcohol anonymous circle, and each one of you guys went one by one, and they, oh no, sorry.
Yeah.
Damn.
And a lot of people like were good too. And I'm like, well, why the fuck wasn't anybody picked?
Right. I wonder why.
Yeah.
Who won that show? Or
I don't know.
You know?
That was like 2012, so I'm not so sure who won that year.
Dang. Yeah. So you guys, and then how did you get involved with the Underground magazine? Because I noticed that you have like you're a front cover. Congrats, by the way.
Yeah. I honestly got put on through a friend, and I just went from there because I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm qualified, like, to do it. But I'm like, something told me just go for it. So
that's so exciting.
Yeah. I mean, that whole experience was like, it was really great. Like just meeting like everybody, like different artists.
Yeah. You should have seen her at the event. She had this crazy dance move that she did at the end of her set. It was, if I know how to do it, I'd totally do it. But I don't know
a lot of people they were like surprised.
Yeah,
like,
I was surprised. I was super.
Let me tell you something. I'm Jamaican, okay? So like, my family's from the island, so we have rhythm. So, I always loved dancing. Like, when I was a little girl, like Janet Jackson, like she's like my all time, like, boom. And like the way Janet dances, I'm like, yeah, I want to dance like that. Yeah.
Do you taught yourself on how to dance, or you took classes as well?
Well, I never took classes. The only things that I did was I did step, and then I did kick line in high school, middle school, high school. But that's really it. But just teaching myself and then just dancing like with my sisters or cousins and stuff like that. So, and then watching music videos, like I would always like dance in the mirror. Like that's the thing. I would always like practice and dance in the mirror and teach myself and learn my body and stuff like that, and not feel like stiff or like feel like okay, I can't do this.
Right.
Like,
That's so cool. That's super
Yeah.
amazing. Do you have any advice when an aspiring artist asks, like, let's say someone comes up to you, hey, do you got any advice? I want to be a singer. What would you tell them?
Be prepared, because it's like it's not a walk in the park. Trust, because like, sorry, when I did a revamp, I never thought I would do a whole album. You know what I'm saying? And what I would tell people is to have patience and know that it's gonna take time. Shit don't happen. It don't work overnight, you know.
It's a long game.
And just honestly be consistent and dedicated. Because like, had I not done revamp, I wouldn't be sitting here in front of you. Dead ass.
That's crazy. Like, it's crazy. Like you do that journey, or you don't feel like doing it, but you do with it, and then from that point, it opens up another opportunity, and it opens up another one, and now you're here. This podcast wasn't supposed to exist. Season 2 was not supposed to happen, and it happened. I started over from a TikTok just to prove a point.
Yeah.
And I got a whole bunch of more people that wants to be involved. I'm like, yo, all right, cool. Let's just do another big pump, and now we're here. This is
Yeah.
crazy.
And it's only gonna get better. And
Yeah.
that's the thing, and that's what I've learned. Like, you know, my EP album, like, I honestly just listened back to my EP album. I don't like to listen to it.
Why?
Because it's not me anymore. It's not my style.
It's like a
Like,
new,
it's not, that's the old me.
okay.
This is me. Like, the woman that I'm walking into, that I'm becoming, I'm accepting it, you know, with open arms. So like, when I look at that old version of
crunch.
Karima, it's like, okay, you did your
You
thing,
do your thing.
but now it's time to really let's
Pump it.
crunk it up, you know.
Yes. That is amazing. That's crazy. Who's your favorite singers and rappers?
Well, singers, I love, of course, Janet. I love Ashanti. Ashanti's from my hometown too, Long Island. I love Queen Naja. I would love, like, I've always like dreamed of doing a collab with her.
Oh, you said it out loud. It's gonna happen.
It is gonna happen.
That's gonna be amazing when that happens.
You know, and I think it's gonna be, oh my God. But yeah, I love Queen Naja. I love Janae Aiko, Mila J, Rihanna, of course, Beyonce, Whitney. Like, the list goes on. Like, there's so many singers. Brandy, Monica, like Maya. Like, I love old school and new school artists. Rappers, I love me some Jermaine Cole.
Okay. Okay.
I love J. Cole. I love Jay. I love Kanye. I don't care what nobody says about Kanye.
Even though Kanye he's doing some.
Let me tell you something. Like, everybody, it's always something. You know, everybody has something. Kanye, like, he's going through his little, but he's still an amazing artist.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't knock that down from him. You know, fucks with Travis Scott.
Scott too? What?
Yeah.
Even though the whole concert thing too?
Yeah. And that's unfortunate, you know, but I mean, still his music is.
Yeah, no, spot on. No,
Yeah.
his music is good. It just sucked that happened at the concert.
Yeah.
It could have been way more prepared.
I know.
And his crazy part is, dude, is that you don't hear nothing about it.
No.
Like, just recently, his one of the family members received a huge
Yeah.
check.
A lot of people like those lawsuits, and I think that's why I like that, honestly, like, just keeping it on the low.
He pinched that shit right in the butt and just like, yo, here, name the number. Dude, that's crazy. He got some money like that.
I know.
Like, yeah, okay, cool.
But it's just sad, like, damn, like, it had to take, like, people dying, like, to cut a check. Like,
damn. It does. But on the other hand, he got some money like that.
Yeah.
That's insane. I wish I had money like that. Wow.
you know?
Anyways, moving forward. And then, damn, I kind of lost my train of thought. Fun fact. That's pretty much it. You have any questions?
I don't know. You got questions for me?
I thought I had one more, but I didn't. But thank you so much for being here. Thank you for showing up. I know it's last minute and late, and thank you again. Thank you again.
You're welcome.
You want to plug yourself in?
What's up, guys? It's your girl Karima, and that was that. And me continues to be continued.
Ooh, nice. Thanks again for showing up.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
I just signed there's an applause button.
That's crazy.